Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is John J. Gaming on the mic, coming at you with another episode of the Bluffton Beavers Dynasty. Here on NCAA 14, we go on the road once again to play against the Houston Cougars from the American Athletic Conference in what should be a great matchup. It's going to be a good one, so do me a favor and smash that like button, as well as hit subscribe if you're brand new to the channel and like what you see. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and get into some game action, shall we? Alright guys, so our team actually went free and out on our very first possession. So, not exactly how we wanted to start it, but we could have had an interception too. We had a guy there that was ready to make the play, but we did not have Allstate there because we did not have the good hands there. And so Houston gets to keep the football despite that. So here we go, 3rd and 3 coming up. Ross dropping back, gonna throw it over to the left-hand side, gets to the Brown, who shoves two guys down to the ground, but finally is forced out of bounds. Really reminiscent of the UMass game where their tight end scored on a long touchdown throw. And so their drive still continues, man. We do get them, forcing complete. Ryan Ross actually is off to a slow start, so at least got that going for us. Is now 2nd and 10, going to do a little screen. We had Sean McGee out there, but he couldn't get through the block, so was able to pick up significant yardage because of that. And so their drive still continues because of it, as we do allow a first down to Eric McFarland. So the Houston drive still continuing for the Cougars. They're looking to get it on the board here. We have another 3rd down. Hopefully 3rd time is the charm, but Sean McGee gets stiff-armed viciously by none other than Ryan, a quarterback, stiff-arming our middle linebacker. Can you imagine that? That is definitely not a good look whatsoever. I'm sure he's going to get roasted in the locker room after this game, as the Cougars still driving. They got another 3rd down opportunity. 4th time, I think. Can we finally get these guys off the field? No! And we do the exact opposite. We allow a touchdown to be scored on us. And we went free and out as well. So giving the ball back to Houston. And Houston, we may have a problem here, as Rick Ross able to get up out there, get a 6-yard gain on the play. Continuing to move the chains for the Cougar offense. With a 2nd down coming up, going to McFarland, who's got some space on the outside before being brought down by multiple Houston defenders. You definitely hate to see that. Things not looking good for the Beavers early on in this game, as we're there to make the plays, but every time we get into a position, it seems like to make an actual play, we can't make the tackles. Tackling still being an issue in Season 2. Definitely focus a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball and recruiting back in Season 1, and it's kind of showing, with how we're playing early on here in Season 2, as McFarland able to leak out once again and pick up 5 yards on another halfback screen. As now 2nd and 5, going to try to send the blitz here to get some pressure on this quarterback. We have not gotten a sack so far, and that's going to continue as they actually fake us out with the halfback draw, sucking us in and getting behind the defense. Able to get into the red zone once again. 2nd time in this 1st quarter. We'll see if they can finish, as we barely prevent Eric McFarland from picking up the 1st down. Again, another 3rd down opportunity, but can we get these guys off the field though? They're 4 for 4 on 3rd downs in the 1st quarter alone, but that's going to get them off the field, I think. Jaron Randall with the coverage. DJ Walker came with the blitz, didn't get the sack, but at least got to the quarterback. But look at this. They're going to go for it on 4th downs. They're going to get there, as we had a guy ready to make the tackle before the line of scrimmage. But again, another missed tackle for the Beavers is going to lead to a Houston touchdown on the very next play. You hate to see it. And now it is on this offense to try to get something going here finally. We have not done anything on the offensive side of the ball in this 1st quarter. This might be our very first down of the game, as Tim Henderson is able to scramble to the outside and pick up 13 yards on our biggest play of the day so far. to get us downfield a little bit. Is now sitting on the 40-yard line. Tim Henderson in the shotgun. Gets it out quickly to DJ Welgana, a Season 1 standout, able to pick up 5 yards on his first catch of the day. We'll see if we can keep that positive momentum going, though, as we fake the read option here on this 2nd and 5. Henderson looking, going to his tight end, Jesse Garnier. He's rumbling and bumbling and spinning, hitting that spin cycle like a laundry machine. Able to pick up the first down as the Beavers still continue to try to move upfield, trying to get it out to Josh Gates. But it's incomplete, though, as we now face 3rd and 5. Henderson dropping back. Can we get into the end zone? Yes, we do! Tank Baldwin able to get up in there. Touchdown, Beavers! And the Tank gets his first collegiate score of his athletic career. And it cuts the lead in half. But let's see if we can get a stop on defense, though. We have certainly rode the struggle bus a little bit as Sean McGee is brought down to the ground again with a vicious stiff arm. And that's going to cost us dearly this time around, as no one's going to be able to catch this man. Eric McFarland is gone like a girl in a country song, as my boy Legion would always famously say. Another touchdown for Houston. And another, not very productive drive for the Beavers as well. Things are really starting to look up for Houston. We really got to get our act together if we want to keep this a competitive football game in the first place. As now, 1st and 10. Sean Ross dropping back, going to try to scramble to the right-hand side. Terry Riley can't make the tackle, and neither can Sean McGee as he slides right before McGee can lay down the hammer. And another long run once again. Run defense, a huge issue in this game as we simply cannot make the tackles. We allow another rushing touchdown, courtesy of Anthony Allen, the backup tailback. Now killing us with the running game. And just in a blink of an eye, we're down 28-7. Just trying to run our offense right now. It simply has not been working at the moment, as we do get Tank Baldwin another 10 yards on that play. His 2nd catch of the day is now 1st and 10. Henderson looking around, trying to get it over the middle, but it's nearly intercepted. Looks like Tim Duncan, number 62 of the Cougars, getting his hands on the football and nearly getting intercepted. So we'll have to try again. 2nd and 10. We do get it out to Tank Baldwin, doing a beautiful job with the curl route. As we keep that thing moving forward. 2nd and 12 now, 2 plays later. Going to try to get it over to Tank Baldwin again. Doing a beautiful job, like I said, with those curls and with great timing. Tim Henderson taking a shot as he's throws the ball, but still able to deliver a good enough ball to complete the pass. As the next play, we will be able to eventually get that first down needed in order to move the chains. As we are about down to a minute left here in this first half already. Trying to get some points on the board before the end of the half as DJ Wogana stays on his feet, but goes out of bounds, so able to save a timeout for right now. As Henderson and company are going to get the troops to the line of scrimmage, trying to get something going quickly as we try to throw to the flat, but it's read like a book. Walker able to read the pass and get the interception, and there's absolutely no one in sight that's going to be able to catch this man, as Walker is able to take this thing to the house. The first mistake for Tim Henderson, but it is an absolutely critical one, though. A huge touchdown given up there. And so, down 35-7, but we at least have the ball, though. Let's see if we can get some of those points back. We don't have much left to lose, as CJ Palmer gets loose, but can't run away from the linebacker, though. The athleticism certainly not necessarily there, but hey, a huge catch, so cannot complain whatsoever. As Henderson's looking around, going to try to throw it over the middle to Season 1 favorite Josh Gates. But that pass falls incomplete thanks to an inaccurate throw. And he'll now face 3rd and 6. Henderson dropping back. He's looking around, going to try to throw it over the middle to Tank Baldwin, but cannot win the one-on-one matchup, though. And so they think we're going to punt this ball away, but hey, Mama didn't raise a quitter. We're not going to quit. So we're going to run the fake punt with Joe Lemon, and it actually works. Barely, but we got it to work, though. We can keep our drive going for right now. as we only have 20 seconds left. Going to try to push this thing downfield, trying to get to Jerron Randall, who's in as a backup wide receiver but can't quite haul it in. That's why he plays defensive back for us, not wide receiver. So then a couple plays later, 3rd and 8, going to try to get upfield. Tim Henderson finding the space needed to get out of bounds as well. So we were able to at least tack on a field goal, to make this a 35-10 game before going into halftime. But man, it has certainly been a struggle bus as we nearly get beat deep as well. Justin Carey being very fortunate that the pass was dropped, because that was probably going to be a touchdown. As we do get him to 3rd and long. Is this where we turn this game around? Ross going to drop back the pass. He's looking around, has some time. We have the guys in position, but look at this. Brandon Nelson straight mosses us. We had Justin Carey. He was in great position, went for the interception, and the gamble does not work as it turns into a Houston touchdown on the next play. And so we're back down 42-10, just getting smacked right now. You hate to see it. As CJ Palmer finally gets a face mask for us. There's been a couple of plays in this game where I feel like we could have had face mask called, but we finally get one here. CJ Palmer didn't need the help. We got the first down anyways, but we get 15 more extra yards as Henderson will try to lead us downfield once again. Trying to get it to DJ Wagana, and Will, thanks to a beautiful pass by the sideline. And so now, 1st and 10 across in Houston territory. Henderson will drop back the pass once again. We'll try to get it over the middle to Jerron Randall, but Nate Williamson will deflect the pass away as we'll face 3rd and 10 now. Going to try to throw him off with a halfback screen. Bold strategy for us. Hopefully it works out for us, but we can't block the defenders. And so IT Jr. is only able to pick us a couple of yards for us. So going to have to try to go for it here on 4th down. A long 4th and 8 that I didn't want to do, but it is what it is at this point. As we try to throw it out there, but we fumble the football. Granted, we do recover it, but it doesn't matter though. We give the football back to the Cougars as they look to extend what is already an insane lead right now. Up 42-10. We're only halfway through the 3rd quarter as Trey Bird is able to come up and make the tackle, but still give up the first down in the process. As now 1st and 10. Ross gonna hand it off to McFarland again. He's got some space. Only has one man left to beat, but Jerron Randall comes up in there and makes potentially a touchdown saving tackle. Again, they're just continuing to drive down this field. We do get him for a loss, but even when we make the plays, we're not getting our luck. We get a face mask call on us this time around. So a 15-yard penalty thanks to Terry Riley's face mask. As now Houston has another 1st and 10. They're actually going to pass it though. Even with 8 defenders, cannot do anything against this pass. Another 5-yard gain, this time going to Ernest Mason. Is now 2nd and 5. Going to be making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Going to try to get to the left-hand side to Gaines. And if he was able to stay in bounds, he could have had himself a touchdown. But we do get him to a goal line situation instead. 2nd and goal. Can't make the tackles needed. And that might be the cue to go away and sim out, because this game right here is simply just getting out of hand. You hate to see it. Alright, man, so a pretty rough outing for us overall, as we went up against a pretty good team in Houston, and we saw why that was the case as they rack off 66 points on us. We didn't get shut out at the very least, but definitely did not play as good as we did in the 1st quarter. I don't want to personally end the episode on this note, so I'm going to play one more game actually to see if we can get ourselves back on track. We'll see what we can do. Alright guys, so we simmed to the next game, and we happened to run across the number 2 ranked team in the nation in the Washington Huskies. This game will probably get ugly, but we're going to give it the old college try anyways though. But in the meantime though, if you are enjoying today's episode, and more importantly the Bluffton series, do me a favor and please smash that like button, as well as subscribe if you do happen to be brand new. Let's go ahead and see how we stand against the number 2 team in the nation. Let's get it in, boys. Alright, so normally what I would do is go ahead and sim this kind of game. Playing against the number 5 team in the nation. We're definitely at least the second worst team in all of college football right now, seeing that we just moved up from Division III a couple of years ago. But you know what? Mama didn't raise the quitters. We're going to go ahead and play this game, and just to see what we can do as Jerron Randall is shoved harmlessly to the ground. We do end up getting him tackled down. Paul Brock getting his second first down and 2 carries. As there's another first 10. Howard going to try to drop back and pass. He has all the time in the world. Going to try to throw it deep. We tried to get Justin Carey the interception. The gamble, though, does not work, and we immediately pay for it. A.J. Marshall mossing Justin Carey. And that's how the Washington Huskies get on the board to start this game. Already up 7-0, and no surprises here. We were having a hard time getting anything going on offense, so the Huskies, they have the football once again. They're driving downfield once again. Again, no surprises here so far, as we almost had a tackle for a loss on Mike Howard, but instead it looks like it's going to be a touchdown. But wait a minute, Mike Smith, our linebacker, able to come up in there, prevent the touchdown as we try to make a goal line stand. We do hold him out on 1st and goal. Can we get the same results for 2nd and goal, though? That would be the $1,000,000 question, as it looks like Paul Brock is able to find himself the end zone this time around. Another touchdown for the Huskies, as we're already down 14-0, as we're desperately searching for our first down of this game. We do get it, though. IT Jr. with a 10-yard reception in order to pick up the first down for us. As we're moving upfield, next play, Henderson in the shotgun, going to try to scramble out, going to try to throw it deep, hoping that CJ Palmer would come back and get it for us, but did not quite throw it far enough. Usually, you know, one of those type of balls, the most dangerous ball for DBs when it's underthrown, as Dream was taken on the next play, does pick up the first down for us once again. And we're almost at midfield, so you never know. Maybe we might be able to get up into the end zone, you know, get some points. That would be a huge overachievement, at least for my standards. As we go for 1st and 10, get it to Tank Baldwin. He's forced out of bounds, but at least picks up a few yards for us. We're able to keep ourselves in a manageable situation. And we're going to try something interesting here, trying to go ahead and run the read option. Trying to get to IT Jr., but man, did that not work at all. You know, that shows that we were going to still have a really hard time running against certain teams. The run game has been better overall, at least getting positive yards outside QB scrambles. But it's not looking good for us, though. We're already facing 4th and 9. We are going to go for it on the fake punt. We're on our side of the 50-yard line, so nothing to lose here. Is Joe Lemon going to have to try to throw it, and I don't know where he's trying to throw it to. It's intercepted by Clifford. I think it might have been a wrong button pressed by the user. Trying to break that 4th wall there. So that's not good whatsoever. As we give Washington the football back on our side of the field, by the way. So basically going how I expected it to go for the most part, as Sean McGee just destroyed once again. These stiff arm mans that some of these running backs have, and even quarterbacks to a degree, have been absolutely killer. And it's really showing right now as they got another 2nd and 2. But look at this! There's a fumble on the play, and Barrick Baker is there to pick it up. We force a turnover on a 95 overall rated offense. Let's freaking go! And it took, you know, Barrett Baker basically to kick the ball to himself so that we can get that play. And so now we'll see what our offense can do, man. Can we take some positive momentum and turn this into, you know, some points for us on the other end? As we face 2nd and 5, Henderson looking to the right-hand side, gets it to Dream, was taken. He's able to pick up 12 yards, and hey, we're back in Washington territory once again. Maybe this is the magic moment. Maybe this is how we get into the end zone. So we try to throw over to our check down and IT Jr., but they read that like a book and nearly picked us off. As we'll try again now, 2nd and 10 to Henderson. Gonna try to pitch it, but he makes a bad decision. The defense, Henderson must have thought the defense was going to him, and usually it does. but this time confusing the quarterback, forcing a bad pitch. And so we give the football back to the Huskies, already with our second turnover of this game. But at the very least, we do come back with our very first sack of the season finally. Lamont Fields able to get to the quarterback. It took 3 games, but yes, we do have our first sack. As now, let's see if we can get it done. We do keep him outside the first down marker, but just barely, as Ed Todd picks up all the lost yards and then some. So now we face 3rd and 1 inside our 35. Going to try to get Mike Howard down, but he's got some space to work with, though. 3 broken tackles, almost a 4th broken tackle, but Mike Smith, 4th time is the lucky charm, brings Mike Howard down. But we might get him to stall, though. 3rd and 10. Howard dropping back, going over the middle to Eli Todd, and Sean McGee actually tackles him across the first down marker. So another 1st and goal coming up here. Although we have been holding it down lately. Can we get a goal line stand? 3rd and goal. Going to try to get Mike Howard down, but DJ Walker is tied up. We had a free man, but we had a poor pursuit angle, though. DJ Walker finally was going to go inside, but Mike Howard fakes him out. And it's another touchdown for the Huskies. And early in the second quarter, we're down 21-0. Let's see if our offense can respond, man. We've had promising drives, but we haven't been able to do much with those drives, though, once we get across midfield. So definitely hate to see it, as Henderson will look to scramble once again, get into the right-hand side, gets to CJ Palmer, who makes the man miss. He breaks the tackle, too. No one's going to be able to catch this man, and CJ Palmer is in. Touchdown, Beavers. And we score on the number 5 team in the nation with their starters on the field. CJ Palmer breaking the egg basket on the scoreboard. And now it's down to a 21-7 lead, but I would imagine the Huskies are already pissed off. They're going to look to respond here, as they got 1st and 10. Going to hand it off to Brock up the middle. He's got a convoy with him, and Trey Bird finally brings him down. The true freshman custom recruit coming from the Season 1 recruiting class. And right now it has certainly been a struggle bus in this game. Now facing 2nd and 4. Howard dropping back once again, going over to Peoples. The tight end is able to be brought down by Lamont Fields, but it's another 1st down for Washington. So we desperately need another stop here to try to keep ourselves competitive in this game. And this might be it right here. Another failed pitch, and this time DJ Walker recovers the football for us. Our 2nd turnover forced in this game. That's the most turnovers that we forced so far this season. Ironically, against the best team that we have faced so far as well. As we'll see if we can take this positive momentum and see if we can make this a 1-possession game. That would be absolutely wild. If we can make it a 1-score game this deep into the ball game. It's now 1st and 10. IT Junior actually taking the halfback's draw, which actually works out pretty well for us, since IT Junior had the knowledge to cut outside briefly. Get a 7-yard gain. Is now 2nd and 3. Going to hand it off once again to IT Junior, who breaks a couple of tackles for us. He picks up 5 yards on that one. Defense did a real good job of penetration, but IT Junior refused to go down. This drive also looking good for the Beavers if we can get something else going, as Art Muse deflects that pass away, incomplete. Is now 2nd and 10 coming up here. Going to hand it off. No, it's Tim Henderson going to keep it. Going to try to bounce it inside, and nearly gets to the 1st down marker. A 9-yard gain by Tim Henderson. That gives him positive yardage for the first time in this game. He has 4 carries for a whopping 3 yards. We'll see if he can add on to it. Henderson going for the 1st down marker. And he got to the 1st down marker, but look at this. We fumble the football as well, so we turn around, give the football back to Washington. Our 3rd turnover of this ball game. I was hoping it was one of those situations where, maybe Tim Henderson's knee was down. That was not the case whatsoever. And so we are here, trying to hold him out in the end zone, but they're going to make us pay for it right away, as on their very next play, they shove Trey Bird into the ground. And AJ Marshall gets his second score already. So now 2:15 left in the first half. We're down 28-7. Gonna see if we can get cut into this lead before the end of the first half. I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but hey, we're gonna give it the old college try. You know, Mama didn't raise himself a quitter after all. As Henderson will drop back, try to throw over to the left-hand side to Tank Baldwin. The capture card can't even handle what's going on, but it was eventually an incompletion. Tank Baldwin almost came down with a great catch. But instead, we now face 3rd and 10. Need a play from our quarterback, and we get one from Dream was taken. Getting to the sticks on that curl route and picking up the first down for us. Beavers got themselves another drive once again. As we'll go back to a play action on 1st and 10. Henderson forced to scramble out of the pocket, going to try to pick up some yards with the legs. He's got a little bit of a convoy and gets out of bounds safely, picking up 11 yards in the process. As now we got 1st and 10 coming up here. Henderson dropping back to pass. He's looking around, looking for somebody to throw it to. Going to try to get it to Dreams. Was taken. He almost makes the catch, but it's deflected to a defender. Dream was taken, could have made a huge play for us right there. But instead, Matt Weatherford is the guy that comes down with it. So definitely a tough time to be alive. As now we have given the football back to the Huskies once again. Again, one of the better offensive units in the country as they try to go deep on us. But Trey Bird was ready for it. Gets his second deflection of his game. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Huskies. Let's see if we can get these guys off the field. Howard dropping back, going over to the right-hand side, but look who it is! Barrett Baker with his second turnover of the day, and giving the Beavers great field position to work with. Barrett Baker putting in that work, one of the veterans on this squad, coming in as I believe a junior at this point. And so now we can turn it around and see if we can get cut into this lead before the end of the first half. First play goes to CJ Palmer, who fumbles the football, of course. But we get lucky this time around. They fumble it out of bounds. We might have actually picked up a couple extra yards because of that fumble. So that's kind of nice. Is now 1st and 10 coming up. Henderson dropping back to pass. Going to throw it short to IT Jr., who does get out of bounds and pick up 6 yards on that play. So now 3rd and inches coming up for the Beavers. Can we get into the end zone? Henderson looking around, going to try to scramble for it. Can he get himself down? He does successfully. A 4-yard gain, able to pick up a first down. As we'll try to punch it in now with our running back. Going to try to get it to Tim Henderson, who sniffs out the option, and we're stopped for a loss of 4. Beavers forced to take a timeout for the first time here in the second half. We now only have 2 more shots at the end zone. We'll see if we'll take both. But maybe we won't need it, though, as Dream was taken, finds the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And so, end the first half. We tried to do a squib quick kick because there was only 4 seconds left. Very dangerous kick return man there. And, of course, it gives them time to throw this play downfield. It's somehow caught by AJ Marshall. We stopped him before the goal line. But look at this. There's going to be a face mask that's going to be called on us courtesy of Jerron Randall. And so an untimed down went to Washington to kick the field goal. So was hoping to keep it a 2-possession game, but that was simply not the case though. We're down by 17, but I mean we can still work our way back into this thing. As it looks like IT Jr. actually got hurt on that last play. Hopefully he's not hurt for too terribly long. We'll find out after this drive, but in the meantime, we just got to focus on what's ahead. As Dream was taken, is able to pick up an 8-yard gain for the first down. Bluffton Beavers on a drive again. 1st and 10, going to Brett Carter, the backup tailback here in relief. Brett Carter doing a nice job too, getting a 9-yard gain in the process. A nice, almost first down. As a couple plays later, we know we need 1 more inch, so why not go back to that running game as Tim Henderson does what needs to do and holds on to the football as well. As actually, no, that's not Tim Henderson, that's IT Thomas, the other son of St. Thomas legend Isaiah Thomas. As we have IT Thomas who is subbing in for Tim Henderson. It looks like he got a little shaken up on that, read option on that first down play. So now we got our backup quarterback, most of season 1 starter IT Thomas, who did win a couple of games for us, you know, playing as the quarterback for us last season. We'll see if he can get a drive together while we figure out what's going on with Tim Henderson. As now 2nd and 2, gonna throw short to Jesse Garnier. A 4-yard gain. That's certainly not pretty, but we're still able to pick up the first down nonetheless though. As now 1st and 10, IT dropping back, looking around, gonna try to float it over to Tristan Morgan, but it's incomplete though. So now 2nd and 10, IT Thomas in the shotgun, dropping back, gonna throw it over the middle to Dream was taken, who beats the press coverage and is able to pick up 8 more yards for us. Having a decent little game, 6 catches for 60 yards. But we face 3rd down though, gotta pick it up here as Brett Carter will actually do just that though. A 4-yard gain that's gonna be able to move the chains for the Beavers. As Bluffton's still driving, IT going to the right-hand side to DJ Wogana, who spins into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And just like that, midway through the 3rd quarter, we have ourselves a game in the second part of this doubleheader, playing toe-to-toe with the number 2 team in the nation. We'll see if we can get something going with our special teams and defensive units. We can get a stop here. This is going to really open up the game for us. But AJ Marshall has other plans though. Following the blockers, beats the kick return team and is able to respond in kindly with a 94-yard touchdown return. The Washington Huskies do end up striking back, and look what happens to us after that. Deflates our team. We go 3 and out, and the Washington Huskies have the football once again. And because of that nice run, they're already across midfield too. Need a huge play by our defense to remain in this ball game. Howard going to go over the middle to his wide receiver, Nathan Chandler. Was able to pick up 9 yards on that one. As they'll face 2nd and short now. Wouldn't be shocked if they run the football here. They will do that. But we all go towards the running back, leaving Matt Howard to his own devices. A 17-yard gain by this mobile quarterback that continues to move the chains for the Huskies. As we'll have to try to get him out of their comfort zone a little bit. That is going to help the cause though, as we force our first TFL by Sean McGee. Now 2nd and 19. Going to Brock again after a 9-yard loss. That's going to help him out. Paul Brock gets him back to the line of scrimmage and a little bit more after that. Now facing 3rd and long. It's now 3rd and 7. Howard going to drop back the pass. He's looking. Going to throw it short to Peoples as Justin Carey can't make the tackle. Jerron Randall does stop him, but lets him fall forward for another first down. It's now 2nd and 6. Mike Howard looking. Going to try to throw it towards the end zone. Incomplete. Thrown too high. And another 3rd down coming up here. Boys coming up towards the line of scrimmage. Gonna hold it down here as Randall L. can't make the tackle. That was his spot. He knew it was coming. He was there to make the play. But we could not make the play. That is what happens when you have so many young guys out there on the field. Going to be a lot of mistakes. And we're certain seeing that happen here. As Bluffton's going to try to respond in kind. See what we can do here. Now down by 24. Going into the late in the 3rd quarter. As the Beavers are moving upfield with 5 wide out set now. Henderson going to his right. Throwing it to Jesse Garnier. He is able to pick up the first down. A gain of 16 on that one. It's now 1st and 10 once again. Trying to get some more yards before the end of his 3rd quarter. Going to throw it short to Jesse Garnier once again. And we get another, looks like a face mask right there. Just the way that Jesse Garnier went down. And that looks like it is indeed the case. Matt Weatherford being called for the face mask. As we're outside the red zone now. Looking to score again. Henderson looking. Going to DJ Wogana, who is a part of that 10 toes down movement. Able to pick up the first down. As the Beavers continuing to drive. 2nd and 13. Going to Brett Carter. He's got plenty of running space. Able to pick up 10 yards. Now just facing a 3rd and short. We're doing a good job running the football. We have 77 rush yards. That's 77 more than I expected here today. And we're going to add on to that as well as Tim Henderson fakes out the defense and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! But look at this, feeling cocky. We're going to go for 2 here. If we get this, this is only a 2-possession game, and we do just that. Dream was taken. Gets a 2-point conversion to go with us as we get a studio update as the number 23 team in the nation, the Baylor Bears, narrowly beat SMU. They're a good squad in their own right. But now back to our game. We force a 3 and out. So if we score here and get the 2-point conversion, this is only a 1-score game, so definitely a huge drive by both teams right here. We can score on this drive. That is going to help us out massively as Brett Carter is able to pick up the first down for us. We do find out what happened to IT Jr. He actually broke his abdomen or something like that. I restrained it or broke it. He's out for the next couple of weeks, so we're going to need to really need Brett Carter, you know, and maybe we need to remove the red shirt from J-Rock if need be, you know, if depending on how our halfback situation is. A 2nd and 10, trying to throw it to the right-hand side. We nearly get intercepted by Matt Weatherford. That was almost interception number 2 for the star defensive back. As we now have 3rd and 10. Gonna throw it out to Tank Baldwin. The tanker falling forward for a 23-yard gain. Now deep in Washington territory. Can we make it happen? Can we get to the end zone and make this a 1-score gain? That pass won't help us though, as we had, you know, a little bit off target. As now 2nd and 10, trying to throw it to the other side. Josh Gates was there, but Mike Clifford got to the spot first and almost got picked off. So we'll have to try again now. 3rd and 10, Tim Henderson in the shotgun, facing pressure, gets it to Jesse Garnier, doing a great job with that corner route and picking up the first down for the Beavers. We still continue to move downfield. Gonna hand it off to Brett Carter. Gonna get the first down and a little bit more. Actually, not first down. I don't know what I'm thinking. As now, 3rd and 3. Can we get this first down here? Yes, we do. Dream was taken with a 1st and goal right there. His 7th catch of the day. You'll love to see it. As we're in 1st and goal and only a 2-point conversion and touchdown away. And there's our touchdown right there. Tim Henderson with another touchdown on the ground in order to get that touchdown right there. And now this 2-point conversion is going to be huge. If we convert this, it's a 1-score game. If not, we have to go for the offside kick, most likely. As we try to throw over the middle, it's nearly intercepted by Monte Johnson. And so here we go. Going to try to go for the onside kick to keep the hopes alive. But unfortunately, we hit it right to the Huskies. They're able to return upfield a little bit too. So now we really need our defense to step up here. So they're going to be focused on running out the clock. I imagine they weren't thinking about doing that when this game originally started. As we get Brock out of bounds, actually. So that will help us out from a time perspective. But a 7-yard gain, though. I would love to have brought him down sooner. Is now 2nd and 2. Going to try to go up the middle. But they decide to run a different direction, though. Giving Paul Brock another first down. As a couple plays later, now facing 3rd and long. See if we can get these guys off the field. They throw short to Seymour. Trey Bird can't make the tackle. Can anyone else? Can, though. 3 tackles, 4 tackles. No! And Washington's going to pull away and win this game too, unfortunately. Alright, guys. So we did lose to the number 2 team in the nation. But honestly, we didn't lose that badly. The 52-35 loss, given that we're a 40-something overall team, that's nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever. I actually liked what I saw. I wish we would have played like that in the Houston game earlier in this episode, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and check out the stats for our guys, though. So all things being considered, Tim Henderson actually had a pretty darn good game today. He was 20 for 36, 263 yards, had 2 touchdowns, and only had 1 interception. So very good day overall by Tim Henderson, leading us out there on the field. IT Thomas also came out there as well, because he had to come in relief at one point, because Tim Henderson On top of that, broke a toe. And, had a really good drive when he was in there. 4 for 6, 34 yards on the TD. As for our running game, we actually did a really good job running the football and 2 touchdowns on the ground as well. Brett Carter was close to matching him yardage-wise, though, as he had 8 carries for 40 yards to work with as well. And then, IT Thomas, the backup quarterback, got some yards, and IT Jr. also got some yards as well, so the brothers able to get into the same game. For the receiving core, it was a solid day for us once again. The exception is Dream was taken. He had all of these catches, but he had 3 drops today, so we need to clean that up for sure. But very good day overall. 7 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown. DJ Welgana was also able to find the end zone, and the same thing could be said for CJ Palmer. All of them getting into the end zone today, so you love to see that. Jesse Garnier, put in some work as well at tight end, had 5 catches for 53 yards from that position. Defensively, though, it was a tough day for us at the office, although there was a little bit of bright spots. We did force multiple turnovers. Jerron Randall led us in tackles today. He had 7 total tackles, didn't force any turnovers though, and then was followed by another safety in Barrett Baker, who was actually an All-American last year. But it is kind of unfortunate that our safeties led us in tackles. That's usually not a good sign. Probably why we gave up 52 points, to be honest. We did also get to the quarterback. We finally got our first sack of the season. Lamont Fields got a sack on this guy. Counts for not only the first sack for him, but for the very first sack of this season. Still have to work on our pass rush though going forward. But on the plus side though, we forced multiple turnovers today, and that's very good to see. DJ Walker and Barrett Baker both, had fumble recoveries, unforced errors by the Washington Huskies that we were able to take advantage of. And then on top of that, we also forced, an interception as well. Barrett Baker, once again coming up there, generating turnovers for our defense. So shout out to Baker, probably the player of the game for us today, with those 5 tackles as well as multiple turnovers made. So with all that said and done, we finally made it through non-conference play. We are now geared up for our MAC opener, as next episode we will go on the road, yes, for the 4th time in 4 games, to play against the Northern Illinois Huskies. They're C+ across the board, we're D- across the board. But honestly, if we can play like we did against Washington, I really think we can play this game, or not play this game, but win this game. In the meantime, though, if you are excited about the future of this season, as well as, what we got cooking up for the next episode, do me a favor and please smash that like button, as well as hit subscribe if you do have to be brand new. This is John J. Game on the mic, hoping you guys are all having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.